Good evening and welcome to our next installment of our virtual Dominion Energy Jazz Cafe. Small callback to episode number 1 with Strange Fruit. Tonight features Quintessential Jazz, whose keyboardist, Keith Wallace. My old grade school principal, featured on the first episode. He played Strange Fruit for me, and we're glad to have him here with us again tonight. If you've ever wanted a night of music that is both hot and smooth, you've come to the right place. Gentlemen, the night is yours.
Welcome to the stage, Our Flower, Miss Carlita Whitehead.
Thank you. I think I'm crazy. Crazy. Driving me crazy. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so special about that day. Even your emotions had an echo in empty space. Yeah, I was out there, I was out of touch, but it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. I hope that you are having the time of your life. Think twice, is my only advice. Yeah, who do you think you are? Ooh, bless your soul. You think you're in control? Oh, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. You all got to be crazy, just like me. Oh, Keith Wallace. I hope that you are having the time of your life. Yeah, think twice. Yeah, it's my only advice. Who do you think you are? Ooh, bless your soul. You think you're in control? Oh, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. You all got to be crazy, just like me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, crazy. I think you're crazy. We all got to be crazy, just like me. Oh, crazy. I hope y'all enjoyed that one. Today's times are crazy, and I hope you're having the time of your life. is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Little baby, don't you cry.
listening to the sounds of Quintessential Jazz. Mr. Hannon Lane on guitar, Mr. Sam Craddock on bass, Mr. Eron Gray on drums. What's that young man name over there? Mr. Chris Moseley on trumpet and flugelhorn. Mr. Keith Wallace on keyboards, and our flower, Mr. Carlita Whitehead, and yours truly, William Prentiss on flute and tenor saxophone.
Quintessential Jazz, thank you so much for that first set of music. It is not often, guys, that I'm joined here by more than one person. It has happened before. But normally my easy go-to question is, tell me about how you get interested in music. Tonight we'll do it a little bit different. Instead, rather than focusing on the musicians in front of me, I'd like to focus on the group as it stands as a whole. What can you tell me about the birth of Quintessential Jazz?
Well, I will start with that one. We started out as just sometimes, you know how people have garage bands, I guess you would call it. Mm-hmm. Well, we just kind of want to groove. Just want to have gentlemen that are like-minded and just have some, just have that interest in just playing and not to, has nothing to do with trying to be famous or making it big or getting rich. Just wanted to play. And so we, just started just playing, doing some small things that we were all familiar with, just some grooves. And then we thought, hey, why not just, let's just play out, let someone else hear our passion, you know what I mean?
Since I learned about the group, I don't mean to jump in, but I've always wondered, where'd the name come from? Quintessential Jazz. Why did you pick that as the moniker?
Well, it started with 5 of us at first.
Okay, I see. I'm catching on. I'm catching on.
So it was a play on words, you
Yes.
know what I mean? Quintessential, of course, we know what that means, but, of course, Quint.
Right.
So we started with 5, and it was tough trying to find a name. But, when you start playing out, you gotta call yourself something. So, we, we just kind of did a little brainstorming, and that one stuck.
You boast 7 members as it stands, at least on this stage. Today, quite a large group.
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
7 is not a number I see often, not on this show. I think you're the first to bring me such a large group. What are the benefits or what are the drawbacks to having so many that are making music at once?
Yeah, I would say that, first of all, we know 7 to be perfect, right? But to have an opportunity to be versatile, to touch different genres, to be able to play and perform and accommodate sometimes the request of the client. Sometimes they want a singer, sometimes they don't. So sometimes we perform without the vocalist, so then we're 6. We've had other moments where I remember one afternoon we were playing for some judges down at and it was 3 of us. We still represented the group, but it was like me, Prentiss, and Hannon, the guitar player.
Right.
Yeah.
No drums, no keyboard, anything. We were just on the stage grooving. And that goes back to that garage band concept, but we just try to keep everything connected.
A large group that's so well put together that you can exist for any event. And I'm sure they're for hire for those of you.
Yeah,
that's right.
And let's not forget the color. In any ensemble, large ensemble, whether it's large or small, every color makes a difference. And sometimes the more people, we don't have to have 20 people on the stage, but, the color changes.
Right.
And we kind of vibe off the different colors.
So we've got 7 instruments in tonight and 7 musicians, and 9 instruments on stage. As you go from piece to piece, and I want to come back to a few things in a moment, but as you're going from piece to piece, how do you make the decision which of your instruments you're going to play?
Right, yeah. So that's the same thing. So he said color, I use the technical word timbre.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
So deciding, that voice, if it's a song that we're covering, we want to maybe recreate that lower, smooth, mellow voice. So I'll pick like the flugelhorn, for example, on that particular tune versus the trumpet, which is a little brighter. And I guess same thing with the flute and the sax. You just choose which one works,
Oh, beautiful. I think you're getting just there tonight. You're educators in the room. The gentlemen in front of me tonight have a strong connection in education. Keith Wallace on stage was my teacher years ago. I mean, it's only my whole life. In fact, I don't know if Keith remembers, but I'll tell this story now. One time when I was a boy, he pulled me out of class. I must have been in first grade or something. Pulled me out of class and pulled me into his classroom. He was teaching 6th grade at the time, and started testing me. For the first time, my intellect was tested by Mr. Keith Wallace. And as a child, and even today, I remember that night, that day, pushes me to do better. You know, reminds me that somebody at one point saw something, and I'd better live up to that.
Wow.
As teachers, as educators, and as students, how powerful is that connection, is that educational experience to you?
Well, I would say very powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over the years, you know, I've been in education this is my 27th year. And over the years, you know, you've seen, you know, you have students, sometimes it's probably once in every 10 years you get students that sometimes they just excel, they just have a natural, just a knack for what they're doing. And sometimes they never feel like they're gonna reach their potential. And you try to do everything you can to make that connection with that student. You do everything you can to at least have them to reach as much potential as they can. And because sometimes you can't see it, the children can't see it, you know, we can see quite a bit. And you know, Mr. Moseley, who was one of those students for me. And you know, you share your passion with them, and you hope that they have the best experiences they can have. And sometimes that puts them in a direction that you never thought that they would go sometime, you know? But yes, that relationship piece is very, very important.
And as that student picking up that mantle, I've had the experience, and you experience it tonight, and I'm sure you have before, but what is it like as the student to finally find yourself alongside that mentor?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you know, to have the opportunity, you know, to be with someone who taught you almost everything you know. Of course, I started band. He was my teacher in high school, but to come in and really, like you said, see that kid that has that interest, and then to help mold you and shape you and take you to the next level, it's exciting. And I think the craziest part about it all is the relationships. Like, you know, my college band director, my teacher that I had before he came, they all were connected, you know, somehow. And it's just opportunities, man. So I remember, quick example, hanging out at the school, the Johnny Payton Renaissance Jazz Band. We rehearsed in the band room at the school, at Huguenot High School. So I'm a 10th grader, 11th grader. I could go in, sit in rehearsal. All of these old school cats from Richmond, jazz, some former teachers, and to be able to sit in and learn those big band tunes, Duke Ellington and Count Basie, things that he was exposing us to, but to be able to actually participate and play in that moment with those older folks. Sorry, no offense.
Nah, that's all right.
But, you know, that was an amazing opportunity, and it got me right. And to this day, man, you know, that experience was incredible. So,
I didn't study in Richmond. You know, I studied many other places. Not to say Richmond is not dear to me; it is my home. But I had a powerful experience last year in preparation for Rumors of War being unveiled, coming together with local marching band students and educators. I was not one of their students. I was not in one of these marching bands in town. I've never been in a marching band, although I've played certainly a lot of the music. But to watch the men who are leading those students work together as a unit, to take their direction from the one who is leading them, and then to work with their own students and the students of their colleagues, was a powerful, powerful experience to me, to see the work of the educators of our town, how you impact your students and impact one another. And I thank you for that.
yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, fellas, we've got quite a lot of music. We've enjoyed a lot. Conversation is briefer than normal, but I know I've got a lot more I want to hear from you. Do you mind taking the stage a little sooner than normal?
shows.
Yeah,
Certainly.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for the conversation and for the music.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. back to the stage, our flower, Ms. Carlita Whitehead.
Look no further, don't you know that? Don't you know that after my love, you'll never need another? Don't you know that? Don't you know that? I don't make no promises I can't keep. I promise myself that I love you forever. many times must I say that for you to understand that I love you, yes? Don't you know that I love you? So, baby, don't you know? Without a doubt, you're my sweetest inspiration. Don't you know that? Don't you know that I'm always down for anything that you say? Don't you know that? Don't you know that I used to doubt everyone that I meet? I swore that nobody could knock me off my feet, but you were the one that makes my heart bells ring. That's why I'm so glad this is the real thing, yeah. Don't you know that I love you? Don't you know that I love you, yeah? Don't you know that I love you? Baby, don't you know? Don't you know that I do? I do. Oh, don't you know that I do? You know I love you. Oh, don't you know? Even though it was raining today on this recording, we still had a lovely day. And even though I was stuck in traffic today, I still had a lovely day. Nothing's gonna stop the sun shining. Here we go. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, wears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me, they always seem to know the way. Can't nothing stop me from going on my higher ground. Too much going on. But don't let nothing stop you till you reach your highest ground. Come on, Quintessential Jazz. That's Hannon Lane on that guitar. Till I
Higher ground. Home. I wasn't ready, Carlita. I was not ready. When are you going to call me ahead of time so I get a microphone too?
Definitely the next one.
Next go round. Y'all at home, this has been another jazz night. We've been keeping it going now since July, and I can't wait to keep it going for years to come. Quintessential Jazz, Keith Wallace, I'm right in front of you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Wallace, he's been all my life. Man's known me for most of the years I've been on this planet. Thank you all so much for being here tonight, for taking the job away from me for performing. Thank you to BJ with the Richmond Jazz Society. Thank you to Dominion Energy. Thank you to Remember Tommy Productions. And thanks to you all at home for loving with us. Thank you for listening to us. And thank you for learning from us. From all of us here at the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, this has been our virtual Dominion Energy Jazz Cafe. I'm Robert Fennard. Good night.